Janelle Monáe. American singer-songwriter and rapper. Janelle Monáe Robinson is an American singer, songwriter, rapper, and actress. She has received 10 Grammy Award nominations, and is the recipient of a Screen Actors Guild Award and a Children's and Family Emmy Award. Born 1985, age 39 years, Kansas City, Kansas. Parents, Michael Robinson Summers. Height, 5'0". Awards, Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture, see more. Genres, R&B, pop, funk, psychedelic soul, hip-hop, progressive soul, indie soul. Janelle Monáe is a Grammy-nominated singer, songwriter, actress, producer, and activist known for her innovative artistry, boundary-pushing concepts, and commitment to social justice. Born on December 1, 1985, in Kansas City, Kansas, Monáe grew up in a working-class family and developed an early passion for music, theater, and creative expression. Early life and education. Monáe was influenced by the church, community theater, and the music of icons like Stevie Wonder, Prince, and Michael Jackson. After graduating from high school, she briefly attended the American Musical and Dramatic Academy in New York City, where she focused on musical theater. However, she soon realized her true calling was creating her own music and stories. Musical breakthrough. Monáe relocated to Atlanta, Georgia, where she began performing and releasing independent music. She gained attention with her self-produced EP, The Audition, and later founded Wonderland Arts Society, her creative collective and label. Her big break came when Sean Diddy co-signed her to Bad Boy Records. In 2007, Monáe released Metropolis, Sweet Eye, The Chase, the first part of her sci-fi-inspired concept series following the android protagonist Cindy Mayweather. The series continued with her critically acclaimed albums, The Archandroid, 2010, and The Electric Lady, 2013, blending genres like R&B, funk, hip-hop, and soul into a futuristic narrative. Acting career. Monáe has also made her mark as a talented actress. She earned widespread recognition for her roles in Academy Award-winning films such as Moonlight, 2016, and Hidden Figures, 2016. Her performances showcased her ability to bring depth and complexity to the screen, further cementing her status as a multifaceted artist. She continued her acting journey with roles in Harriet, 2019, Antebellum, 2020, and Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery, 2022. Activism and advocacy. Monáe is a vocal advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, racial equality, and gender justice. Coming out as pansexual in 2018, she has used her platform to promote inclusivity and challenge societal norms. Through her music and speeches, she uplifts marginalized voices and encourages self-expression. Her 2018 album, Dirty Computer, served as both a celebration of individuality and a critique of oppressive systems. Awards and recognition. Janelle Monáe has received numerous accolades, including 8 Grammy nominations, an MTV Video Music Award, and a Billboard Women in Music Award. She was named a trailblazer at the BET Awards and has been recognized for her activism by organizations like GLAAD and Time magazine. Legacy and impact. With her fusion of music, film, and advocacy, Janelle Monáe has redefined what it means to be an artist in the 21st century. Her work challenges conventions, inspires change, and celebrates the limitless potential of human creativity. Personal philosophy. Monáe often describes herself as a free-ass mother ****, embracing her authentic self while encouraging others to do the same. Through her art and activism, she continues to explore themes of identity, freedom, and love in bold and transformative ways. Future endeavors. Janelle Monáe remains a powerhouse of innovation, constantly expanding her creative horizons. Whether through music, acting, or activism, her mission to inspire and uplift is at the core of everything she does. Janelle Monáe is an American musical recording artist, actress, and model signed to their own imprint, Wonderland Arts Society, and Atlantic Records. They were born in Kansas City, Kansas, to Janet, a janitor, and Michael Robinson Summers, a truck driver. In 2010, Monáe released her first full-length studio album, The Arcandroid. In March 2012, We Are Young, by Fun, on which Monáe appears as a guest vocalist, reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, their first appearance in the US Top 10. Monáe's music has garnered them 6 Grammy Award nominations. Monáe has excelled at film acting and picking roles, having had major parts in Moonlight, 2016, Hidden Figures, 2016, Lady and the Tramp, 2019, and Harriet, 2019. In 2020, they played the lead in the horror film Antebellum, 2020. Family. Children. No children. Parents. Michael Robinson Summers. Janet Robinson. Relatives. Kimmy, sibling. Marsai Martin, cousin. Trademarks. Often wears minimalistic black and white suits, with a quiff hairstyle. Trivia. Is a huge science fiction fan who grew up watching The Twilight Zone religiously on television. They made their film debut in 2016, co-starring in Moonlight, 2016, and Hidden Figures, 2016. Both films were nominated for the Academy Award for Best Picture at the Oscars, 2017, with Moonlight, 2016, ultimately winning the accolade. Janelle has begun a non-profit organization called Fem the Future, the purpose of which is to educate and assist school-age girls and young ladies of color in real-life matters, e.g. financial literacy, that are not normally taught in inner-city schools. Received the Breakthrough Award at the 10th Annual Essence Black Women in Hollywood event, February, 2017. Counts Octavia Butler as one of their favorite authors. They attended the Freedom Theater in Philadelphia. It is a performing arts school, and the oldest African-American theater in Philadelphia. They are openly pansexual. Received the Lincoln Breakthrough of the Year Award at the 8th Annual Essence Black Women in Hollywood event, February, 2015. Cousin of Marsai Martin. Reporter Humberto Gonzalez thinks Monáe is the perfect actress to play the X-Men character Dazzler, rather than Taylor Swift. Halston Sage briefly played Dazzler in X-Men, Dark Phoenix, 2019. Daughter of Janet Robinson. Is claustrophobic. Janelle made their movie debut in 2016, co-starring in Moonlight, 2016, and Hidden Figures, 2016. Both movies were nominated for Academy Awards for Best Picture, where La La Land was mistakenly announced as the winner by Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway. Ultimately, after a few minutes of excited confusion, Moonlight did indeed win the award. Has one sister, Kimmy. Quotes. I've always wanted people to ask questions about the music. Some songs you get. Some songs you may not. And I think that's the beauty of art, to question and to ask. To understand the deeper meaning after 2 or 3 or 4 listenings. I appreciate that as a writer because sometimes the mystery, when it's gone, is not as interesting. I love the mystery behind things. I feel myself becoming the fearless person I have dreamt of being. Have I arrived? No. But I'm constantly evolving and challenging myself to be unafraid to make mistakes. Observation, 2014, I'd be honored to experiment more with holograms and maybe make a whole band, but I love my band. I wouldn't want them to be holograms. I've never viewed myself as just a musician or singer. I'm a storyteller who wants to tell untold, meaningful, universal stories in unforgettable ways. I want to do it all, study it all, and find my place in it. I had a strong visceral reaction to the Moonlight, 2016, script, partly because I felt I knew all of these characters. I grew up with a drug dealer like Juan in my neighborhood who was a mentor to local young people. I had a family member who was addicted to crack, like Paula. Chiron himself reminded me of my little cousin. They were all characters I could relate to from my upbringing. And I played the role of Teresa in real life. My family and friends always have a shoulder to lean on with me. We have to do something about gun laws. And we also have to do something about police brutality towards African American people. We need more allies. People need to continue to speak out about the way African American people are being treated. An injustice to one black man or woman is an injustice to everybody. My grandmother had 11 children, and although we didn't have a whole lot of money, what we did have was a lot of love. My grandmother was the matriarch. If you didn't have a place to stay, if you needed food, if you were just coming out of jail or rehab, you went to her. Watching her in our family and our wider community was what inspired me, and still does. On meeting Karl Lagerfeld, we liked each other from the first second on. Not just because of our style, but also the name. Janelle rhymes with Chanel, no? Statistics would say that I'm not supposed to be where I am today. Neither one of my parents had college degrees, but they really pushed and designed me to be better than them. I think about that Janelle, her Kansas self, and how blessed she is. She can't let herself or her community down. I think there's a lack of diversity. People think that we're all monolithic, and it's hard for young aspiring girls, who don't necessarily want to sell sex and strictly sing crappy R&B songs. They need to understand there's a different blueprint that you can create. I think it's absolutely necessary for the balance of the universe that there are other representations and a different perspective of the woman. I only date androids. That's great, they can claim me as well as the straight community, as well as androids. I speak about androids because I think the android represents the new other. You can compare it to being a lesbian or being a gay man or being a black woman. What I want is for people who feel oppressed or feel like the other to connect with the music and to feel like, she represents who I am. I am only part feminist. Never will I go into a situation thinking that the world's against me because I'm a woman. I don't like over-emotional girls sometimes, like some of my friends when they're about to start their periods. But I have both those sides of me, the get it together side and the I just want to be hugged part. I don't allow myself to get lazy, believing that I've made it. I always work hard. It's in my DNA. Both my parents were janitors. I'm a big believer in turning nothing into something. I'm not into politics actually, I'm really not. The Janelle Monáe, sitting here, on the sofa, is the person who is working to make sure that Janelle Monáe is heard. It's important that she's, the Janelle Monáe on stage, out there doing what she's doing. I think that music needs it, and I think that Janelle Monáe is absolutely necessary. I'm not like that off stage. What happens on stage is kind of an out-of-body experience. That's the great thing about being an artist. Your job is to comfort, your job is to be the voice, your job is to bring awareness, your job is to be a rebel, your job is to start a revolution. I will make a definitive declaration about my sexuality or my relationships, in due time, when I'm ready to have a family and be out in the public with my family. As for now, my music, my performance, my voice, my message and what I'm representing as a young African American woman is what's most important. I wear my uniform, to pay homage to the working man and woman. I used to judge people who were using drugs, but now I'm trying to steer people in the right direction through music, saying, let music be your drug. When you become dependent on something, your family goes through a lot. I dealt with that in my life, so I call myself as Dolly calls himself. I am the drug, I am the hallucinogen, take me.